full throttle. Yeah, not a lot happens. So, hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we're gonna be going over a 2021 Subaru Outback, and with all that being said, let's just get straight into the video. So under the hood of this particular Outback, we have a naturally aspirated 2.5 liter flat four cylinder that goes through a CVT automatic transmission. Power outputs are 182 horsepower and then 176 pound-feet of torque, but you can also get a turbocharged 2.4 liter as an option. Now let's go over the front end of the Outback. So first off, I love the paint color on this particular Outback. It's kind of like this interesting metallic gray. Definitely has a cool kind of like, I guess, rugged look to it is the best way for me to put it. And then coming down below, we've got these full LED lights right here with the accent light that goes around. Got the fog lights here at the bottom portion. You've got the normal Subaru grille with the logo. And then notice that this is all plastic here at the front because that would be easier to replace if you damage it if you take this off-road because, well, the Outback is all about adventure and off-roading. Now coming on the side here, we've got two 25mm tires wrapped around 17-inch wheels in the front and over in the rear as well. Pretty good setup actually for off-road adventures, especially from the wheel perspective. You could put a little bit more aggressive tires on this if you did want to get better traction than what this has right now. And then notice again the plastic molding right there, and then you have it around the fenders right here, and then all down the side it says Outback there on the side, and then it continues all to the rear. It's kind of like a protective layer. And then something I really like actually is the chrome here that goes all the way to the mirror and it goes around the windows. I think overall that looks pretty good. But yeah, other than that, we'll pop over the other side so you guys can get like a full side view of the Outback.
Oh, I hear it.
Now here's the rear area of the Outback. Notice that first off we've got this cargo cover right here, and then you pull these and that actually lowers down the seats, and then you've got this rubber floor covering here, and then this for the other side. And then underneath this we have a little latch which you can pick up. That's all the kind of stuff if you get stuck on the side of the road. And then you actually get a 12 volt here on the side, which another nice touch. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for the back. So see ya. Finishing things off here with the rear, notice that you've got the rack there at the top, and then I love the lights here on the newer Outback, how they kind of come around, and then you have the black accenting here on the side, and then again all of the plastic here on the bottom portion. You've got your Subaru symmetrical all-wheel drive badge, and then your Outback badge, and yeah, that's everything for the rest of the rear.
But that was
Now here's the door panel in the rear. So first notice that we've got the cloth here, and then you have the leather trim down below. You're actually gonna rest your arm, and it looks like they do like carbon fiber texturing right there, which I think that's cool. And then here are the seats. So we've got these full cloth seats right here. So you have like softer cloth and you have more textured cloth on the outside portion. And I guess we have John's shoes right here sitting down, but let's actually pop in. So you guys can see there's a good amount of space right here. We've got a couple of USBs and then headroom. So yeah, overall the back space is good, and let's head to the front. Now here's the door panel in the front. So again, more black cloth with the leather down below. You've got all of your regular window controls, the mirror adjustments as well. And then here are the seats at the front. So you can see you've got that same textured cloth with the smoother cloth in the center. They are power adjustable. And then here are the pedals just down below, and then that is for the rear hatch. And then notice you can turn it off if you just want it to kind of function like a hydraulic hatch. And then the steering wheel is manually adjustable, and there's one more look before we pop in. So something I want to mention is now that I actually look at this, it looks like they're not trying to mimic carbon fiber. It's a completely different design. It kind of looked like that initially, but well, I was wrong. Anyways, here is the steering wheel in the Outback. So first notice you've got all of your safety stuff here for the lane keep assist, and then the adaptive cruise control. You get your voice command VOM controls over here. This is the information for the center stack. Paddles here for that CVT. You've got the light stock / turn signal stock, windshield wiper stock on the other side, and that's all for the steering wheel. Now here's the center gauge clutch. You've got analog gauges for the RPMs and for the speed, and then we do have a couple different menus we can scroll through here to give you different bits of information on the Outback. Pretty straightforward. Look at that, the average 25.7 miles per gallon so far. I think that is pretty dang good. Now this is definitely my favorite part. We've got this gigantic touchscreen. So first off, if we pop it into reverse, you've got trajectory lines that'll turn with the wheel. Definitely looks good. And then notice you've got X mode on or off. If we turn X mode on, then you can actually just do that via the camera system, which I'm not sure why that's there, but yeah, if you guys are running the X mode, it's kind of like your off-road mode. As for the rest of the infotainment system, it's really large, especially for a Subaru infotainment system. I feel like it's very nicely integrated into the dash. Kind of reminds me of Tesla. But yeah, response time with everything is really good. So press car info, for example, and then it'll pop right up. Notice you got driving statistics. You got the stuff for the advanced package, and you can even look at your maintenance as well. Yeah, so just overall, the infotainment system looks great. It's easy to use, and well, that's all. Down below, we've got a couple USBs and then the parking brake, and then we've got the shifter for that CVT. And again, you do have the manual mode. Couple cup holders. We've got the center console right here. That kind of has like the tab, and then you can have more stuff in there. And then notice we actually have more leather here and stitching on the dash, and then more of that trim that I thought was carbon fibers, but not. There's a glove box right there. And yeah, that's everything for that portion of the interior. Guys, finishing things up here at the top, we do have a sunglass holder, no sunroof or anything like that. And then this does have the mirror dimming function. Well, now that we've taken a look at this 2021 Outback, let's take it out and see how she drives. Let's quickly look at visibility here in the Outback. So first off, pretty easy to see over the hood. Here's both of the mirrors. Here's John, super stoic today. And then you can see visibility through the rest of the rear. And let's set off. So we are setting off here in the 2021 Outback, full throttle. Yeah, not a lot happens. So if you want power, I'd recommend getting the turbocharged engine because, well, this is not exactly quick, but most people buying this aren't necessarily looking for power. You're looking for reliability and good fuel economy, and this definitely provides both of those. Now, aside from the slow acceleration, it's actually very smooth on road. It's one of the smoothest SUVs, especially in this segment. Just everything, it soaks it up so well, doesn't get upset. And it actually handles really well. It definitely feels lightweight and nimble, which you don't necessarily get with SUVs in this segment. But having that flat 4-cylinder that's very low to the ground, sir, you have a stop sign, we do not. Okay, anyways, having that flat 4-cylinder that's lower in the lower to the ground definitely gives you kind of a better center of gravity and all that. And yeah, just super solid overall. But aside from that, like, it's a very comfortable car to drive. The steering's actually relatively direct for an SUV. I'm surprised. You don't get any feel through it whatsoever, but the directness is actually pretty decent. It just handles well. It's a decent handling SUV. I don't know what else I would say about it on that front. Yeah, going all up and down motion, everything, it does all of it very well. And then it's got a ton of safety tech that comes with it standard, which is definitely nice. You've got all of the stuff like the lane keep assist, for example. I've got the adaptive cruise control, which is another nice feature. Just all this safety tech that, again, just makes this a really good offer, and it's a good value. Look at that lane departure, because apparently I don't know how to drive. But yeah, between the safety tech and everything, definitely just solid. Let's kind of, I guess, get into summing things up here with this Outback. So first off, exterior wise, I definitely like this newer revised version on the outside. I feel like it looks like an Outback still, but it looks more modern, just looks nicer as an overall package. And then interior wise, this isn't the fully loaded interior, but it's still pretty nice material wise. The touch points are relatively nice. Definitely, it doesn't feel crazy upscale or anything like that, but it feels nice enough. Acceleration, well, pretty much non-existent. I mean, even going downhill, it doesn't feel fast, but that's okay. Again, it's not what this car is all about. So as an overall package, it definitely feels like a nice, capable SUV. And yeah, if you're looking for something that's going to get good gas mileage, have good reliability, has a ton of safety tech, is going to be very comfortable to drive on a daily basis, has a higher up seating position, I think kind of gives you more of like a king of the road type feel, but not quite as much as what you get in like a truck or something like that, then yeah, Outback's a great option to look into. Let's get some things up for our video on this 2021 Subaru Outback. If you're stopping for the first time, I really appreciate if you subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next video.